3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Chisme with DoKnow. If you guys didn't know, we're in prison.
No, we're not. We're out. We're free.
We're free. We got SADBOY LOKO in the house.
What's cracking like?
What's up, perrito?
What it do? What it do?
SADBOY. Me and SADBOY. How long have we known each other, brother?
Years.
Has it been years?
Yeah, hell yeah.
We've been on each other for a long time.
Well, fuck.
Well, I was tapped in when you were doing, but I was in high school. And obviously, like, I probably DM'd you, like, on some fan shit. You probably didn't reply. You were too cool.
This fool.
And then we tapped in when I started popping, and now we're friends. You feel me?
But
I'm going to keep it a buck. One time, I was walking down some stairs by where I grew up. It was like the 420s. That's what we call it. That's where bitches get fucked, get drunk, faded. Everybody fights there.
The spot.
It's the spot. You know, it's burnt out. And I'm not too sure how Santa Barbara is, but in LA, it's a lot of, where I grew up, Echo Park, it's like a lot of hills. So it's like, they're just stairs randomly from taking you from one. The views. Yeah, that's what we have. We have dumb views. And I'm walking down the stairs, and there's some fools just pull up, bumping and shit. Just bang on me, super active. And then I was like, and then the song was catchy. You know, like, I've always been like just a fool. So like, my reaction automatically is just to like clown. And obviously I was like a tagger, so they were like, yeah, I was like, all right, cool, yeah, I don't bang, but you know, this is what I ride. And they were super cool, but they were just bumping your shit, fool. Everybody was bald except the driver. The driver had like skater, fool, but then when he got out, like skater here, when he got out the car, like socks were to his fucking waist, way. It was crazy. I was like, oh, SADBOY out here got fools tripping.
Yeah, you got powered up, fuck. It does that energy, you know?
It does that. And I feel like you've done so many interviews, but I remember when you hit me, I was like, yeah, we gotta sit down. Let's just talk. We just talk about life. Yeah. How's life been? I know recently you've just been going through a lot, like transitioning into like, obviously you lost your sister. Yeah. And then just life, and you have kids and all that. How's life been the last couple months, man?
Ups and downs, smiles and frowns, you know? Mm-hmm. Every dog has his day, in other words, you know 100%. What I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, we all hope for the best, but I mean, like, you're gonna trip and fall here and there, you know? There's gonna be those cloudy days, like right now, you know? Yeah. But I mean, we all expect the sun. I mean, gracias a Dios, everything's been going good. It's aligning itself slowly, little by little, you know? Fire. So it's just going good, right?
I can only imagine, bro, losing a sister. And this is your older sister?
Nah, that's my youngest. That was my baby, like the one you just.
You're the only boy?
Nah, I got 2 other brothers.
But that's like your guy's baby.
I'm the older brother. Yeah, I'm the older brother.
So she's like
the baby.
She does
the favorite. She was the favorite, dog.
No wrong in her. No wrong.
The jefa, she was wrong. The jefa agreed, dog. Like it was like that. You know?
Yeah.
She would brag about it, like, oh, I'm the favorite. Oh, I've watched. We would use her sometimes when we were younger, like, hey, tell the jefa to cook, because she's not gonna. If we tell her, no, váyanse la chingada, váyanse el jack.
And she was the youngest.
Youngest, the baby.
That's how I am. I have 3 older sisters. I'm the only boy.
Oh, so
I do it up.
You
fool.
get the love.
I want mole today.
Take advantage. Take advantage.
Super advantage. Yeah. My sisters be. I'm my mom. I still live with my mom to this day. My mom's like, as long as you pay what you have to pay for your rent, your phone bill, and the cars. Obviously now I gotta hook up.
That's that loving, right?
And I'm like, oh, I get. If I want huevos in the morning, they're gonna be ready.
Oh yeah. I see it with my carnala too, dog. Shit. And then it's like, fuck. Something like, damn, but la carnalita? Oh, you already know.
Oh, you were throwing hella shade.
Oh, pretend she's coming. Oh, she's on her way. Oh, man, like, everything ready for her. Like, fuck.
Damn, and then obviously losing her was probably just like...
It just flipped it all upside down.
If you don't mind me asking, how did she pass away?
Cancer.
And that's just something you... And like...
It's around... It's everywhere, you know? You don't really think about it like that. It's like you hear, fuck cancer, this and that, you know? But it don't hit home. It don't hit you till it hits home, you know? Yeah. Till it's someone you know or close. It's usually someone that you know or something. So like, oh, fuck, you know? But when it hits home, you know, that household, like your sister or something, fuck, it's like... And
she beat it before?
Nah. It just out of nowhere. She went in for... like estaba constipated and shit. Yeah, you know? And then just, oh, hold on, like, and then life flipped from there, you know.
And she calls you guys, or she calls your mom, or what's
Nah, it was more like she knew, but they didn't want us to know, you know.
Oh, dude, no, but even like she was in her 20s, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, she was early. She was young. She was young as fuck, you know.
I don't even like. I'm trying to like even like seeing. I like seeing my homie's parents, right, when they buried my homie, and he was 18, right. And I'm pretty sure you've seen it multiple times. You see, and it trips you out how somebody could, like nobody like my mom always says like one of the biggest fear as a parent is losing you having to bury your kids.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be the opposite.
Opposite.
You're supposed to bury your parents, when they're elder, ya tan grandes.
Yeah. And I'm trying to explain to my mom, and she's like, you don't know what a. Can you lower that? I can hear it. Or what is that's outside? Oh shit. And I'm trying to. We're having a conversation. And she's like, you don't. What do you tell a mom or a dad?
You can't tell them anything.
Like and obviously like you lost your sister, but imagine to your mom and your pops, it's like, again, she's the only girl.
She's still there's two. I got two other sisters. There was three.
Okay.
It's her and then two other ones.
Okay, but like what do you explain
it's
to?
It's her favorite, so we already knew like it was gonna hit home.
And it was like within a month of process or like
a year.
And fighting.
Like
chemo.
Todo el desmadre, you name it, all 9 yards.
And doctors are like, she's not gonna make it. They're letting her know, like,
it was like, doctors, it's gonna be, she has 6 months to live. Fuck no, we put her on, like all our like organic stuff and shit, like medicina, like Mexican stuff.
Yeah.
Like we know, you know what I mean? And it lasted longer and longer, but yeah, when it's stage 4, dog, they can tell you what they want to tell you, dog, but
at that point they're just feeding they're trying to feed
what you want to hear.
What you want to hear.
Yeah. No one wants to, hey, look, she got 6 months, enjoy, because it's gonna come. They're not gonna tell you. They're trained to tell you the righteous way.
Like
the more soothing,
professional, like therapeutic way type of thing. Yeah. And how'd you guys? No, I don't want to say celebrate. That sounds crazy. How'd you guys? What was like the main thing you guys try to do within those months? Like those 6 months to the year.
She had like she had her wishes, like what she wanted, how she wanted it to be, So we little by little, like she was getting like cardboard, like the games, the game like Monopoly and like games that you play with family, and because it's sad to say, my family's not that close, we're desmadrosos, what I mean?
It's kind
of, my brothers do this, I do this, I chose the bad life, and then, you know what I mean? So you all walked a different path in life, Yeah. So to her, it was like, get us together, this and that. So we started doing it, but I was all like, wait, something's up, This is like damn near like the goodbye stage, like.
And you feel they're playing like Monopoly. What about like food? And I know it's personal, but I feel like, you like me and you have had conversations, and people don't know that you're probably one of the nicest persons ever.
Oh yeah,
like,
just look mean,
Yeah, you look hella mean.
Don't get me wrong.
You could be mean 100%.
Yeah. Like, it's what you get, what you give, If you show me my respect, my boy, by all means, 100. If you come at me with your cejas all mad, well, shit, my boy, I got them too. Like, what you want to do, you know what I mean? It's like that.
And not to get off track, and we'll get to Rosarito, but when you were walking down in Rosarito, I was with all my friends.
Yeah.
And we just be chilling, like, them for that, like, reggaetonero, then.
Turned up,
and I'm like, oh, shit, here comes the Cholo. But I said it. He knows I'm joking. But everybody else is like, do they know each other? And then he's like, dude, no. He's shirtless. He's all buff, so he just.
It turned
up. Turned up. And we'll get to that, but what about, like, food-wise? Like, were you guys eating her favorite meals, like, once a week?
I mean, like I said, she was a favorite, so le daban lo que sea, dog. Yeah. She was even to her, my boy, it was her favorite. She was a favorite even until she got buried. She got buried where she wanted. She's buried with the rich folks. Like, we made it happen. Like, she got it till the last days, dog, Still gets her favorite flowers. Like, she's still getting it her way, Like,
and
it's like la favorita.
And I remember I seen the photos you uploaded, and it was just obviously funerals. I mean, they're a sad thing for especially like, obviously, I think when, especially you've been in the street life, understand like play by the gun, die by the gun, and things like that. But when there's something like cancer, there is no. Who are you gonna go attack?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna go scream at? Who are you gonna
take it in? Yeah.
Like like you can't go kill cancer. Mm-mm. So it's just. was and from the looks from what I just saw on Instagram, obviously was like it looked peaceful and it also looked like she's no longer suffering.
Yeah,
and
that's
it was
still to this day. Like every day I go see her, that's still my peacefulest moments right there at the. Every day that I go to the cemetery, that 30, 40 minutes right there smoking those blunts, it's like I escape everything.
Yeah.
And then once you leave, all right, fuck it, let's madres back.
Yeah,
yeah. But right there is like the quietest,
Yeah, and that's just one of those things where I saw it, and you guys were even like matching.
Yeah, todos, like something she wanted.
She was like, "You guys better match."
Yeah, like we already we were already doing colors. We're like, she wouldn't want this shit.
Yeah,
she wouldn't want this shit. And there we are changing them for her. Like, man, it was the favorite, dog. Favorite.
But man, rest in peace to her.
Yeah.
And even though, like I'm pretty sure, obviously you guys would want her here, but cancer is a crazy thing, and it is something that to this day probably kills to most people, dog. It's like you can't. There's fucking and I've never dealt with cancer in my life. They've dealt with a lot of heart problems and stuff like that, but I've been around my homies and homegirls, and it's frustrating. Like what do I do? Like,
it's damn near like sad to say, but like fuck, no puedes hacer nada. Like just like I mean, I wish I'll trade these shoes, but it's like fuck, like all you can do is just stand and be there for them. Pray God is good. I mean, hope for the best.
Man, well, SADBOY, you really, like, from the looks of it, and I know you on a more personal level as well, but, like, it just seemed like such a beautiful thing, the way you paid homage, the way you're just, and I'm like, that's, doesn't get better. It doesn't, you can't, did she have kids?
Nah.
No. That's, was that, like, kind of like, oh, thank God she didn't have kids, because then we would have to.
Well, shit, my boy, yo la cuidaba, so motherfuckers knew, like,
even
like, her boyfriend, no, like, I waited till I was, your brother's about to do time, and then.
Yeah, I was about to say, imagine.
No, that's my baby.
Imagine this fool looks like this. Been in jail for a very long time. And then he's just like known as the biggest gangster in Santa Barbara, and you want to date his sister? Like, well, fuck, what do I do then?
You're kind of fucked.
Damn, well, that's just, I mean, prayers to your family. I know your mom's probably like,
that just changes your thing. Like I said, from looking out, it was like, fuck. Now after that, it was like, fuck. Now when I see situations like a cancer related, it's like, fuck. I feel you guys. I hope the best for you guys.
At some point, like TikTok was like full of just like cancer stories, and it was like the saddest shit ever. And it was like little kids. I was like, oh fuck! Like it was just little kids, and just it was so. I've been in the hospital when I see a little kid like that, like in the checkup, and the nurses already know them by their names, and then you can hear the nurse talk about like, yeah, he's not like, oh, it's like sad foods.
That's how it was in the hospital. It was like all the elderly, and then you just pull up, and then my sister was hella fucking young. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to be here,
Yeah, man. Well, prayers, like I said, prayers to your family, or for your sister, and shout out you for holding it down and really just, you guys made her wishes come true, even with just the simplest thing like matching colors. Because if y'all would have worn some pink, she probably would have been hot.
Should have been hot.
Yeah.
Waited for it. Why the fuck you guys wear this color? Out of all colors, I could hear it. So I was like,
yeah. But let's talk about Rosarito, because we had such a great time.
Turned up.
We turned up, and it was unexpected.
Yeah.
I think I seen your shit, but I just, like I wasn't even thinking
to. Hell yeah.
For I went to jail, right?
For what? See, look. I didn't go to jail. No. See, you would have thought I went to jail.
No, but look, it was funny because he hits me like, you're in Rosarito? I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm here too, but service sucks.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that shit.
Service sucks, but also you're like the only bald tatted motherfucker walking around without a shirt. Man, what is it called? Like the little strip?
It's like where the main little street to go down to the
there's like a main little street, and me and the homies got the banda right there. We're just getting drunk.
Yeah, you guys are fucking faded.
We're faded, and then out of nowhere, I just look and I see this fool walking down, and I'm like, that can't be SADBOY. And he's walking super aggressive.
It's normal, fool.
But he's walking normal.
It's normal.
But everybody's kind of like everybody like is like, oh, that's SADBOY. But you could hear, but I feel like people didn't want to go up to you because he looks mean as shit.
Mean look.
And then he's with his homies and they're doing their thing or whatever. And I'm chilling, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, it's SADBOY. But I see him before he sees me. And then I go like, hey, Thumb. And he's like, you start looking at him, I'm like, and he's like, ah. And then, bro, we got a little faded real quick.
Turned up right there real quick.
And then for some reason, I don't know why, but we ended up in the same section right next to each other.
Bottles after bottles.
And it wasn't planned. Like, I think, like, for some reason, somebody was like, oh, SADBOY's right there. We could put you right there. And then the homie happened to be like, oh, that's my table. Let's just go there, too. And, boy, it was like, everybody else was not from LA. We're the only ones from like, maybe Cali even. And it's like 40, 50 bitches up there. A bunch of them. And, fool, it just
It
turned
would have been a toxic-ass dream. There was Henny's and all the shit that this motherfucker drink. Tequila and all that.
Oh, this fool drinks Henny. Dog, he's dog
So we
watered
were just
out.
mixing it. It was just, you seen how the cubetas look, you know?
Fool, and then out of nowhere, the bottles just start coming out. And it was, at some point, it probably would have been like 6 or 9 bottles. No, because he was already, he already had a bottle.
Yeah, I already had
so
a
when we
privilege
got there,
sipping, so we
yeah,
were
so
just
when we
turned.
got there, we're like, oh, we're going to order. We order how many bottles we going to get. You know, we're celebrating life, you know? And then I've never gone, so Major Hype's trying to, we're with Major Hype. He's trying to do it up. And then he's like, oh, SADBOY's here. So on the sign it said, DoKnow Major SADBOY. And fool, we're pouring bitches, like the bottles from on top, we're putting it in their mouth and fool.
From the balcony to the thing, it's not even getting their mouth. It's like,
They just touching it.
Face
SADBOY,
washes and shit.
It was going crazy. Yeah. And I was like, bro, it was one of the most, and we had a good time. I think we got kicked out.
Yeah, I looked and I'm like, I just looked. I'm like, hey, no more. That's it. Like, you know when the limit where it's like, you stick around, you're going to throw up and you're just going to be that fool, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, I need to go eat. Luckily, we exited right there and there's those fucking hot dogs right there. I was grubbing. And then,
Fool, I blacked out. I lost my phone. I missed out on a threesome. And he seen me on super dog mode, huh?
Yeah, this fool is turned. Yeah, I was like, damn, you made me look good. I was like, best behavior compared to this motherfucker. Wilding out.
Nah, but it was sick too, because we're listening to like hella reggaeton.
Yeah.
We're just going crazy.
And you wouldn't expect everybody that looks, SADBOY, what the fuck? Like,
and this was like, rompe, break it down. And I was like, but it's things like little things like that where like we could go like if somebody asked about you in an interview or somebody asked me about you in an interview or vice versa, we have like that story and it was such
that
a.
shit was turned.
And obviously you couldn't leave California probably for a while, right? You couldn't even leave your city. So how was that experience? Even just being able to go to.
Whoosh.
Exactly.
Ta-da!
But like, you weren't on papers anymore?
Nah, fuck. No, that's when it was like fresh off parole. So I was like, what? Let's go. You know, I had the hef out there too. So we were just turned the fuck. Like, hey, meet you here. So tacos with the jefes on pistos. All right, let's go. Boys time. Let's go turn up, you know?
And it was dope. But how was that trans? Obviously, you did some time and shit like that. But when you were transitioning out, you probably talked about it. What was like the first? Like obviously, people always go like, "Oh, I miss this." You know, people done 10, 20, how many years?
Shit, I didn't get to do that many times.
Yeah, no, thank God.
It's the food. The food. Any homie will be the food. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You know? You go from eating fucking spreads, chips, and some bullshit every time.
Yeah.
You know, to the legit shit that you're actually trying to make in there, like pozole with corn. Now you can try it now. So it's like, I became a fat ass, you know?
In jail or out here?
No, like in there you can make stuff. Like there you make pizza, you can make orange chicken and all that with all the condiments that you get in there, you know? But out here it's like, all right, nah, fuck reality. You get the good shit.
What is the best type of spread for you? Like, what does SADBOY need in a spread?
Orange chicken. That's what I mastered in. Orange chicken.
You said mastered?
For real. Like, that shit. I got out, dog, and I made some for my kids. Even, like, I told, you guys want some? Ahí está una olla. It's like, oh, ya traté. Les gustó. Oh, sí.
Yeah.
Like, put it this way. When I'm making it, my brother's looking at me like, what the fuck is that? Like, hold on, fool. Hold on. I'm whipping it like I'm whipping some crack and shit. You know, whipping it up. Try this, motherfucker. I even like Costco. Here, try it.
Yeah.
That olla was done.
What do you need to make jail-style orange chicken?
The main important thing is pickles. Anybody knows it's pickles. But I like my shit with peanuts, like that crunch, the kick to it, you know?
So, okay, so what? So, give me the breakdown, please. Because
I can't tell you it all. Everybody's going to go home and try it.
No, what dick? That's a good thing. The Sad Boy Orange Chicken Special.
Fuck that.
Okay, just, what up?
You need Kool-Aid, chicharrones, and that's all I'm going to say, and the pickle. But there's other stuff to make it like that.
Kool-Aid, chicharrones, and pickles. That sounds nothing like a fucking orange chicken.
But when you try it, there's another homie from Wada, dog, that this motherfucker's like, I sometimes buy the stuff and be like, hey, fool, I'll buy the shit. You do it. You do it. And this motherfucker would not teach me. Because if you do it, you're going to go and you're going to try to customize it and do your own thing.
And so this fool makes the best orange chicken.
Fire.
That was the best chef you met locked up?
Yeah, that motherfucker. He would do one of those, like, I knew he was a chef when he got the noodle and he threw it against the wall to see if it was cooked to stick. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
That's a thing?
Yeah. That was the first time I see motherfuckers just do it, eat it raw. This motherfucker grabbed the noodle, threw it against the wall. And he's like, oh, it's ready. Because it's stuck. I'm like, this motherfucker.
What the fuck? Yeah? I didn't know that was a real thing.
That's when it's cooked. See, I didn't either, so I'm looking at this motherfucker like, what the? He's throwing his shit to the wall and making.
I'm gonna have to do that next time my mom's making like spaghetti or something. Just grab it and just shit. What the fuck is going on? I'm like, you're not a real chef, mom. Sad Boy's homie in jail, real chef right there. And being locked up, bro, it's obviously there's like everything to it, but like the thing that always trips me out is like the talents people get, the creativity.
You got time, you know. It's anything. Practice makes perfect.
100%.
So. How much time do you have to become perfect at whatever you're trying to master?
Most creative thing you've ever seen.
You'll see,
that you could talk about, obviously. You don't gotta talk about that.
You'll see fools like the art, dog. The art.
The tattooing.
Just period, the art. You'll see them. I know motherfuckers that went in, you couldn't even fucking stick figures. And you're coming now doing
Picasso and shit like that?
Yeah, for like, I seen the best artists. Sad to say, most of them are fucking lifers and shit, but
yeah.
The art, dog, like, yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
And then dude, I think prison art I'm like
detailed.
Bro, no.
You best believe most of the tattoo artists that are out here probably did some time and learned from prison.
And it's like the littlest details in it's like the most creative thing ever.
That's where I like the art. Because I like art, you know? I like drawing.
Yeah.
I didn't like showing it off in there because then once they found out, like, I'll do you some letters. And then there you go, turning it in. Hey, who did your letters? Oh, Sad Boy. Fuck, ya valió verga.
Yeah,
so I was trying to hide it that I knew how to do it, you know? Yeah. And now you're getting it, not only, Sad Boy did it, you know? So fuck this, I'm doing the more. I'm like, man, hey, this thing, y'all motherfuckers start buying me some chips or something. You know, start paying that shit. You know what I mean? So you learn to master things. And I was cutting in here with the machine with just the clip, you know? No clip. So it was like, you learn, you know?
You were learning like how to fade?
Yeah, I learned how to, like, I already knew how to cut hair, but I mean, out here you got all the clippers. You got the half blade, you got the, you know what I mean? The one,
the two,
the main things. In there, my boy, you just got and a comb. That's it.
So you with
the comb, you know, you stick the blade even in the comb through to razor blade it, dog. It's, ahí tienes a todos before their visits or court trying to look juiced. I'm like, fuck, here I go. Why did I even tell you?
Why did I tell you I'm just
and I'm like, I ain't gonna text the homies like, hey, you don't have to pay me, but my box right there though, you know what I mean? My box right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
how was like, obviously you're in jail, you're obviously a big representative of just your talent. You know, you're from the streets. Like, what's like the main question you got asked? Obviously you were part of 400 and the camps, like what was like some, because I know, like, let's just say, like, if I was in jail and like, obviously I do what I do for a living, but like if I run into you, I'm gonna ask you millions of questions about YG.
Yeah,
because I grew up listening to
that was a main thing all through the times. That and Buenos Dias, motherfuckers, that little term from that song, man, like, I'm Sad Boy LOKO, and I'm here to, I think the second day I landed, they were, boom, as soon as they get, hey, Sad Boy's here. Buenos dias, motherfuckers. I'm like, fuck. That's an end almost every day. Or if someone came in who's here, you know, it's a Sad Boy. And they're like, Buenos dias, motherfucker. Like, fuck, all right, fool. So at some point, it was like, homies that like, all right, fool, we get it. Like, yeah, like, fuck, you know? It was like, fuck.
And what about the YG questions? They were coming in out there.
Man, YG 400, they said, you signed them? Like, fuck, yeah, fool. Like, it came to the time and it was like, yeah, like, my boy, yeah, and I'm here. What happened? What do you want me to tell you?
and that was and it was sad to see because I was in high school when you were doing your shit.
Yeah.
The song with YG and Slim is crazy. We used to bump that shit all day.
Yeah, that's a classic.
And then the craziest part
Slim.
was R.I.P. Slim. And the craziest part is that you have them for drinking Coronas. And I remember that I was like talking to town, like vlogs were picking it up at the moment. And obviously there wasn't as many podcasts, now everybody. And there wasn't like blogs and stuff. And I remember you posting like a 15-second video. Because remember, it used to be 15 seconds.
Yep.
And you were doing it from jail and everybody was going, it was like somebody that looked like a lot of people was like in bro, YG's at his peak. YG's at his peak right there. This fool's, that fool got with Thug, my nigga. Yeah, he killing it with Mustard, and you're right there just vibing. Yeah, and I'm like, and the music video was fire. Where'd you guys film that at?
I think that shit was like at the Bruising one. That shit was at the Orange County, the observatory in the parking lot. We were just random. So hey, we're filming the video.
No, it was a part when you pull up in the lowrider and then you guys are drinking in the house and you come out.
Oh, that's Santa Barbara.
You guys filmed that in
Santa Barbara in the hood.
That's sick.
Yeah.
How was that? What was that?
It was cool but bad. See, that 60, that wasn't my 60. I ain't gonna take credit. I had a 60. That one in Gang Signs, the blue one, that one was mine. But I crashed it. So when I'm rapping about this, Sunset Penana Michel, my 6-0, so, and then months later, hey, fool, we gonna do a video. Slim hits me, I'm like, oh, fuck, what do you mean? You still got your 60?
I find one.
I just crashed that bitch. Like he's like, fool, what? And I'm like, I'll get one. So I was like finding it, and then that motherfucker gets crashed that day. It get hit when we were hitting switches. So I was like, man, but you know how videos go,
Yeah. I mean, it's a party.
Yeah.
And then obviously the song was making so much noise. And obviously you probably, but what was one of your best moments?
The Michelada.
The
Michelada line. That's what tripped everybody out. Even when I was like writing it, said, you're rapping, you're big, so like, hey, what you got now? And I'm flowing what I got, and then to Slim, it's Michelada. What's a Michelada? Yeah. I'm like, fool, that's a hangover drink. Fool, when us drunks, that's what you need in the morning to you start over.
Yeah, you still.
What? But they didn't know what it was. And little by little, like in the video, one of the homies, ladies, like, hey, fool, I got a Michelada. Man, I got a sponsor out of that. It boxes up at the pad. It was just like...
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, that shit, but from a Michelada,
Yeah, and that video, and it was just a vibe for the whole video. Was just, it made you want to just have a kickback and not do stupid shit. Like, I remember we used to bump that shit. We used to bump that shit, like kicking it at views, like, because I grew up in downtown LA, so we'll go on rooftops and just get drunk. But every once in a while, we'll get lady on a Sunday. And it's like, oh, this is a song we're bumping. And you were just making so many things, but you've also experienced something that a lot of people can't ever experience, and it's being in studios with legends. Unfortunately, not everybody has done that.
Yeah.
Like, even when I met Andrew Schultz, when I was still on No Jumper, I sat there and obviously I did it with Adam and AD, but I sat next to a legend, dog. I think is gonna be a legend one day when it comes to comedy. I know you respect the YG's craft. You respect YG's craft. I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, fool, this fool's like, that just showed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting there like this is the fool I be watching on his series and stuff like that. Did reality ever hit you? Obviously, you went to jail and shit, and it kind of maybe fucked up situations. But like, did you ever sit there and go like on your way back, and you're like, damn, go ahead.
It literally hits you when they say take advantage of your situations or take advantage of every situation you're in life and all that.
100%.
100%. It hit me when I'm in fucking jail. Because now I'm looking at, like, say, James Harden. We're betting on the fucking games, on the finals and shit. I'm like, I was just with this motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? You better win, motherfucker. Like, so I'm like, wait, you were just with them? I was like, fool, what the fuck? I was at this fool's bowling thing. Oh, man, like, so it was like with Mustard and all these fools, Snoop. So it was like, man, like, But if my mind state, see, but then this is the thing. They got me when I was, man, out the hood, fucking fresh. You know what I mean? You gave me this money, turn up, here you go. Kyle, you know?
Yeah.
So to me, it was, that mindset was like, everything was a blur, a turn up.
Yeah, and even when people ask me like about Chugo, like I'm like, bro, you gotta understand that it wasn't like he was like you weren't. I was gonna say groomed. Holy fuck, you weren't like natured into going from this to that.
Yeah, exactly.
You did a video. He saw you. Come here.
And then here, you know, work.
And you're like, oh, okay, cool, bruising. You know what I'm saying?
Near, you know.
So like it hit you when, and at the moment he's with the Rockets, James Harden.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh fuck, what do I? Oh, that sucks, fool.
Man, I'm in everything. I'm seeing it all like fuck, like you know.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, you were around all these people, and then you meet their fans. You run into some of their hardcore fans. Like, what? You know him? What? Like, God, fool, like damn, chill, like you know what I mean? Like, so it was like, fuck. I was literally with all these motherfuckers. Yeah. Luckily, I still build relationships with them, but it was like, fuck. Right there, we were like always, man. I'd run into like these fools like damn near every other week, dog. You know, because YG knows damn near all the industry.
Yeah, no. So, and like I'm telling you, bro, YG at the moment has Los Angeles or. Yeah. I mean, I think damn just what is it? What you're around? What for my crazy life?
2000, no, that was a year after.
You were already in jail.
Yeah.
No, so you were around what?
That was still Brazy and all those times.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in the halls like this.
My boy, it was times like this. I'm in a studio and I walk out and I know you walk out and it's fucking the Migos right there and 21 Savage. And then I'm like, oh shit, that's 21. Oh, damn, that's tight. And I'm over here with the Henny though, turn the fuck up. You know, like, oh, what's up, fool? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just, everything was a fucking blur in between tour, dog. It was like quick, you know? But now I look back like, fuck, you were with them fools? Like, yeah. Before I was right there with them. No, Tyrese is patting this and that. We're turned up. Like, what? What do you mean? Whoa.
Yeah, it was definitely a beautiful thing to see. And like you said, you took advantage of that situation because now, you know, you're grateful. You can still do rapping for a living, and it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, gracias. And I just that shit was it was dope to see somebody that like you know, when I'm seeing you do this, you look like my homie from down the street. You look like my neighbor. And I'm like, that's sick. Michelada. I was like, and it was probably culture shock for fools like the Migos and them because they're from Atlanta.
Everybody would trip. I was the only Mexican around them, me and my homie, but homie
you don't know like
Prieto.
Yeah.
You know, my homie está Prieto, so it was like that duck out of, you know, everybody, the dark, I was a dark duck with all the yellow duck, like, but everybody was like, what the fuck, who is that? Like, man, that's that. Man, put it this way, if TikTok was around how it would have been. I would have been a TikToker. I would have been an artist. I would have been my boy. Like
and there was what were like some situations like you could say funny moments that you like you had to add a lot of right because you're with let's just say like if you were with a bunch of Atlanta rappers they've never met a cholo from California.
Man,
so what was like the most funniest like trip out thing? Maybe how many times you say fool?
Food and then the food. Their food, they would think, man, we gonna get some of your food. Let's go, man, go some food. Oh, I'm excited. I'm like, oh, Mexican food out there. You know, because mind you, once you start leaving Cali,
the food isn't the same.
Fuck, you know what it is.
Okay, so this is a debate, and we'll get to where you're going. The debate, I have this debate with Little Weirdo. Me, Little Weirdo, and my homie from Texas. Little Weirdo goes like, San Diego has the best Mexican food. And I'm like, I think LA has it. And then the homie from Texas goes like, we have it. We're closer to the border.
Nah, Texas, no.
Texas.
But San Diego, he could argue with you. Little Weirdo could argue with you.
Tacos.
Yeah, the tacos.
That's it.
You're not going to fucking shut that shit down, dog. They down here just got the Tijuas tacos in here. Boom, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't going to fucking argue with that. Hice te caga, güey.
Yeah,
you know? But Texas, nah. I would pull up in that thing and, fool, we were on tour and, hey, we're going to go to taco. We're going to go get some tacos. I'd pull up, you see chinitos in the back of the cooks, and then I'd walk up straight to the salsas, you know? That's how you know if it's a, full pico de gallo with no cilantro. I was like, get the fuck out of here, fool. This isn't Mexican. Let's get the fuck out of here, dog, you know?
Yeah.
SADBOY, what you talking about? This is not Mexican food, motherfucker.
Let's go.
Let's get the fuck out of here, dog.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I'm like, and then we finally run into Kyle. When we got back to LA, I took him to Hector's Mariscos. I took the whole fucking. The trumpet was right here on RJ's fucking thing.
Oh,
Banda next. So it's like, man, y'all turned up.
yeah. No, and even now, and see, that's a beautiful thing. Like, people don't talk about situations like that because obviously I have the podcast with AD, Terrell, and Smack, and we have the whole community world, and I'm the only Mexican.
Yeah.
Everybody's black, from cameramans, from backs, and they came to the Brown Bag show at the Novo, and I had a grupo back there, the homies from Los Del Link, they're Mexicans from Inglewood.
Yeah.
And we're drinking bucanas and
turned up the whole 9 hours.
And the banda's playing, and they're like, Fuego, you were there? And they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, y'all.
And then even like I was pouring shots with the bucanas for the homies, and they're like, pause. But I'm like, they're like, I'm like, you're saying that, but it's kind of, and I showed them some videos about like how the Paisas party in Mexico and the narcos and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, this shit is real. They're like, you guys just get 4 plastic tables, some chairs, maybe. There's just bitches, only alcohol, tostadas, and you're saying a group of plays for 5 hours? I'm like, yes. And it's the
Maybe
best.
even 10.
Maybe. And it's
For
one of the
real.
best times ever.
Yeah. They just know how to party. Mexicans know how to party.
Yeah,
you know?
and even just putting them on, like, I interviewed Nivel Codiciado, and they were just at odd by them. I'm putting them on Peso Pluma, and they're just at odd. So I could only imagine you being with these. Like, I could imagine RJ, right? Just Banda MS bumping behind them.
Yeah. Oh, the whole trompeta was right here, and it just.
And then tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, but you ordered for everybody.
Oh yeah, they're giving me the menu. What do we get? I'm like, fool. You know what it is? It's Mexican, so everything you get, it's probably gonna be new to you, but bomb.
Yeah.
So just whatever you want, get it. You know.
But you're talking to the staff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm translating the whole 9 yards for these motherfuckers. Hell yeah.
That was sick, and that's like a beautiful thing. Obviously, the gang culture, you know, you guys could relate even though different races, but just like being able to show like the roots of Mexico, and you're big on that.
Yeah.
You talk Spanish better than a lot of us do.
Todo raza, you know.
Yeah, and if I take pride in my Spanish, I'm like,
hell
I could talk real good Spanish, and my family's from El DF.
See, because when you don't, the raza will eat you, dog.
Yeah, they'll eat you alive.
Raza eat you. They don't play like that.
Yeah, so
you know?
I've been blessed to be very much bilingual. And bro, and growing up, I wasn't embarrassed, but it did suck when we were like in ESL or ELD, like English second language classes. But now I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thankful for it.
Yeah, because now that I do this for a living, I could sit here.
Bilingual?
I could sit here and get an artist that only speaks Spanish, and I'll be good.
Yeah.
And
Other
I'll be
people
good.
can, and they're struggling.
And fucking, you could do that too.
Yeah. I could swap in both ways, you know?
Like, you could make a song with YG and Santa Fe Clan.
Los dos. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a good thing, you know?
That's a blessing. I've always wanted to ask you, is there artists, like, just, not necessarily Latinos, but other artists that you wish you could work with till now?
Shit, now I'm more expanded. Like, I'm trying to, like, it's music, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, you never know what's going to come out of it till it comes out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, for instance, like, even this album, like, this EP that I just dropped, you know? Like, most of those features that were on there weren't going to be on there. It was, you know, I had, like, say, for instance, Side to Side. I was going to put on J-Rocks, you know? The homegirl J-Rocks.
Yeah.
You know? Whatever she couldn't do it, she was probably on tour because she'd be busy with them. So
Yeah.
magic and shit, so. And then, boom, ended up with Brie Carter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like.
She's sick, by the way. That girl, J-Rocks.
Yeah, hell yeah.
She's sick.
She's
Super
sick. So that's
Yo,
why I reached out
That's
to him.
talent, fool. That voice,
Yeah.
you don't teach that. You can't.
You got it. You just got it. You got it. You don't make that as a practice. You can't. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it, like that. But it was just lo que sale, sale. You don't expect. That's what I'm saying though. You won't expect what can come out of that record. And then I go get Brie, and then damn, that motherfucker banger. You know, that's like one of the top songs off the EP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Hyenas are loving that ratchet shit. I'm like, God damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what's dope about you. Even you touched the corrido thing, and it was just an experience. Because I feel like as an artist, you should be allowed to experience.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was an experience. But did you feel like it was you?
Nah, not
But-
me.
but it was an experience.
But I did it.
But you did it, but you did it.
I did it. So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I tried it. I did it. You know, it is what it is.
And what about some like super duper lyrical shit? Like I've always I feel like I just try to match shit together whenever I'm bored, sitting down at the house, like laid up, and I would I would love to see you with Psycho Realm.
Yeah.
Like sick jacking.
Yeah. When you get with motherfuckers like that, they step up your vocabulary. You
Yeah.
gotta read a dictionary. I'm like, what's up, fool?
But have you guys ever connected or like a high
Not
or
with
something?
OG like that, nah, I haven't. You know what I mean?
Man,
that'd be bad. Though,
That'd be
you know?
bad. I know him. He's. We're both downtown LA. You feel me? Born and raised. And shout out him. He gave me an opportunity that it was something like I went back, not bragged about it, but I was able to go back and tell my homies that grew up like listening to their generation. I was like, hey, Sick Jack and FaceTime me. He wants me to host the show.
That's all.
And they were like, sick. And you know, where we grew up, everybody has the fucking mask tatted on them.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody. And I'm like, I've always wondered, like, damn, if SADBOY and Sick Jackin did a song, that'd be sick.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try to connect it.
Make it happen.
Dude, that'd be sick, Kyle. That'd be super. And bro, one of the most humblest, and he's a legend. And like,
fuck yeah.
bro, their rapping, their vocabulary is like
Something else.
It's like no other.
A dictionary for
It's a
sure. You need that thesaurus like a motherfucker.
And this album, you have a song with Slim too. And were you hesitant about dropping that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, mandatory. That's the answer. Yeah. Because there's some things you want to keep, you know, like in the vault, like the memory.
Pure.
A memory of, you know. But like as it was going and I'm working on it, like I ran across it, I'm like, fuck. And se me pegó, like, this motherfucker would always bang on me. SADBOY, when you gonna drop that song, man? When you gonna drop that? Because put it this way, I have enough songs with Slim to drop an album.
Yeah.
You know? Or two. You know what I mean? Because we were the ones that would lock in with each other. We were the goons. Hey, fool, let's go, Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
So, and there was a bunch of songs, and that was one of them. So he would, hey, what's up? What's up? Like, let's drop that shit, man. Let's do a video. Fool, what the fuck? We can't just, all right, let's go. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're filming a video to this, you know? We're under label, so you can't really do what you want to do.
So you guys just were, you were just working.
Recording. We were just recording, you know? What we basically have to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As artists. So all these songs that we would just have, and he would always want me to release, man, you know what? I'm dropping this, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck it, you know what I mean? Because everybody, even before, I performed it once or twice before, and everybody, like, jocked it, you know? So that gang shit, the motherfuckers be liking, so I'm like, fuck. You know what? I'm going to drop it.
Fuck it. See what it do.
Yeah, see what it do, and that's the one song on the album that.
It's like doing good.
Yeah,
That's good. What about shit with YG?
I have one in the vault right there, but that shit old too. I mean, don't get me wrong, Slim's is old too. That's just 2016.
Oh, so it's years,
These are
bro.
years, but as an artist, and like when you really think about it, you gonna keep it, or what's it gonna do besides add dust, or one day fuck up your drive and then you lose it, and then that's it. Nobody ever heard it.
Yeah, so
You
you're
know what
like,
I mean?
fuck it.
I mean, what? Don't, man. You know what I'm saying?
But the one with YG is a little different because he
that's
signed.
a little different. I'm like, this one's the one. This one's in there too. You know.
I see you just drop it. Fuck
I have a few records that he could just, you know what I mean?
Fuck, do you think he'll clear it?
It wouldn't be. You wouldn't. I mean, probably back then, but now shit, motherfucker doing the numbers. Why would you want to clear him?
No, but I feel like I'm probably out of like. You know, I feel like there's always been like back and forths about like the way his label went, and I feel like you've always been the most respectful when you're asked about it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of it all, it is respect. You know, a grown man. You know,
And it's business.
yeah, it's business.
And so I feel like you should drop it. Or hit him like, hey, hope you're good, pa.
How you doing,
I see
fool?
you.
All right, good
I see
looking.
you with Tyga. But can I drop the song before you drop the whole tape?
No, if it was like that, I would have to get that mustard, and mustard got the banger, dog. Mustard, you got that banger.
He got one of your bangers?
He got the banger, dog. Yeah, he got that mustard on that beat, huh? Like, I'm like, boo, what's up? We gotta drop that. He's like, fucking
Fucking labels.
fucking A.
See, but this is where I feel like it's time to where like maybe we get SADBOY a 1 album deal with like a big label, and then we just hit him with the like fuck it, we'll hit him with the bag.
You see this guy?
That's a good idea. It'll be worth it because your flow is a lot different than other rappers. So I think it was shocking to the world when they saw you with all these artists. So, I mean, you have those songs, I'm like, bro, just drop it. But I feel like I get it, labels are involved, and I've seen the situation, even being with like Cali, like going back and forth with labels is annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Like Jakarta dropped and Jakarta does like love songs and shit like that. And we try to, shout out my boy Erizuko, but he had a crazy buzz, and even just trying to just have him, like he did the song and everything, but we're like, bro, just let us drop it, please. And thank God he was cool about it, but I can only understand how frustrating it could be when you have all these bangers and you're like,
okay.
But you're saying Mustard has a super banger from you.
Banger. I fool said, let me get that. I said, fuck. He said, what you gonna do? I'm like, all right, fool. And I regret it till this day. I fucking regret it. I'm like, I should have kept it.
What about with any other artists that you worked when you were around?
I mean, I could have done it with Peso too. Like, even with, right when I turned in my contract and the whole album, fucking cricket. Hey, fool, you got, Peso Pluma wants you to work on this song, get on this song, I'm like, I just turned in the album though, like, because one thing about me, your word is your word, my boy, And especially if it's on paper contract-wise, I'm a businessman,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go by what the contract says. So I was already done, So that by then I'm like, fool, I just turned it in. Like, so when he sent me the two, I'm like, fool, I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna probably do another, turn it to the next one, I'm like, fool, now I hear it, I'm like, hear the record, I'm like, what's up? So we're gonna do this one?
Oh, so the album just dropped, you dropped it on their label.
Yeah, this one's mine, Make It Out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You dropped it on their label, but you had you have the song with Peso Pluma.
Yeah, it's in the, I haven't even recorded anything, it's just his hook right there, just.
Fool. What the fuck are you doing, Dick? This what I say you do, right?
But see, the thing is,
manager DoKnow wise. Let's get it. That's what you do. You drop the one with Peso Pluma, and when you're about to drop it, you hit YG and go like, look, I'm about to drop this with this biggest artist in Mexican region or maybe in the world, period, right now.
Yeah, that was the one.
And if I'm gonna drop a little EP, can I add yours in there and it's gonna catch good buzz and maybe you connect and boom. Now we have Peso Pluma, SADBOY, YG, and we get it cracking. And then you have those two already locked in. You screenshot the text messages. You hit Mustard and go like, "Hey, what's up that song, buddy?" And then we have an EP.
I'm gonna have this fool manage me.
But I feel like, you need leverage and you gotta earn it. And I feel like, and I was gonna ask you that people like Peso Pluma, they're a lot of reach out, but how many like? I couldn't imagine the amount of fans. We were just talking off camera, but the amount of fans you have in Mexico. They love rap. Especially somebody that they know is like from the States, but could rap in Spanish. They like, bro, they love Snow the product.
Yeah. Snow, I mean, they love Snow everywhere, dog.
They love Snow everywhere. Shout out Snow doing her thing, killing the game.
Yeah, she gets love like a motherfucker. But I mean, Mexico is just...
It's a different ballgame too.
Yeah. Different. I just got booked up. I dropped the EP and they just, hey, ¿cuánto por? I'm like, let's roll. No, I'm not worried about that. Let's go. My family from out there. We turn,
Yeah.
I'm like, the only thing I gotta take the Henny because you guys got no Hennies over there.
Yeah. and there's a lot of artists that can't do that. Even like Trouble Kid, I always tell him like, fool, you can rap in Spanish, dog. And Trouble Kid's a lot more paisa. You can hear it in his accent. I'm like, bro.
They love that.
And I'm like, fool. Yeah, the United States is one thing, but there's a whole other country that understands you, right?
That's where the market's at. If you're asleep, you don't know. The market's in Mexico, dog. The regional, all that, it's booming, Look at the Billboard charts right now. It's the top 10, I guarantee you, 8 or 9 are Mexicans.
Yeah.
Or Latinos.
Latinos, yeah.
Period.
But that's what I'm saying, like, and that's where I feel like even I feel like labels, they're not that they're scared. But I feel like I
think they were scared
but
to
now,
take a chance on it.
Yeah, but now
that it's fucking just peaked, it's like you have no.
You're Mexican. Come here.
You have no fucking choice.
Yeah.
You have no fucking choice at this point.
And it's beautiful, and people like even like the youth and I always say that like Jeezy too, like fool, like yeah, you only do English shit, but I'm like, fool, you're Mexican.
Nah, I'm working on an all Spanish album. My second EP that I'm gonna
Yeah.
drop. It's all Spanish.
All Spanish.
All Spanish. I'm gonna reach out to artists from Mexico.
Alemán, you and Alemán will be hard.
If you can rap badass Spanish, you might even you'll get a chance. But I want the
you want them fools.
I want the origins, you know, like los originales.
Yeah, and the flow's different.
Fuck yeah, their beats, everything.
And people don't understand the rap battling out there is big too.
Oh yeah,
it's funny to hear too.
But their stories are trench stories, my boy. You know, like.
And even when I talk about Santa Fe, I'm like, bro, people don't understand. Like, this fool the type of fool that cries on stage.
That's why they love him though. You got to remember. Most of these artists aren't who they portray in front of this, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure you guys even know a few of them, but it's like that as when you're with your fans, like, or even engage with them, they don't want to see you. Me personally, that's how I treat my fans. Like, I don't want to. If I was your fan and you treat me like I am your fan, it's like you're damn near thinking you're better than him, homie, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I treat you like, man, so take a picture. Like, what's up? Man, if you have weed, bomb weed, smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, so imagínate ese way, how he does it, you're damn near engaging through a song, my boy. When other macho motherfucker tatted lo vas a mirar llorar or do it?
No, and this fool cries, like, he bawls about his parents' love life. Like, even that's a beautiful thing, and that's something people sleep on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like, it comes with the beauty of what you do. It's an art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for I have seen you in engagement with your fans, and it's a beautiful thing to see. This fool's the type of fool, like, he'll jump off stage and, like, do a backflip or something.
You got to shit. You know what I mean? You got to treat him the same.
Hell yeah.
If I was your fan and you don't acknowledge me, fuck you. I'm a black fuck this fool, you know? Yeah.
How was it? I seen recently that OGD had a show. Was it in Oxnard?
Yeah, Ventura.
In Ventura, you pulled up?
Yeah, I pulled up on him. That's the boy right there. Shout out to Jeezy OTX boys.
Yeah, hell yeah. Were you drinking Henny in the back?
I was. Them motherfuckers are
Tequila boy. Don Julio.
Oh my God. The boys, everything. Fue food. You want? No. No.
That's what I'm not drinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm not
Have
drinking.
you never liked it?
I mean, it's just, that's a different me that I don't like, you know?
Oh.
You know what I mean? I'm going to either create a baby or I'm going to go to jail. I don't want neither.
Are you done with kids?
I mean, I'm grown, you know.
What is? I don't know. You didn't answer the question.
For the time being, I'm chilling. I'm trying to focus on, you know.
Yeah, okay. Have you thought about growing out your hair?
I mean, fuck, I got a fade. Fool, what the fuck? I usually pull
that is not a fade. If somebody told you that was a fade,
it's a fade.
They lied. Who's your barber?
Oh my!
You got to go to jail.
I got hair.
Why do you line up your hair? Is it not gangster enough?
Nah, I wouldn't line up my shit.
Why?
Cause
I think you'll look good.
Nah, fuck that.
Why?
Just fades are bald.
Is that for like squares lining up your?
Nah, it's just not me though. You know.
I think you'll look fire.
I say your next. But I mean, I let him. But not that you're not gonna see a line on my shit.
Look, I think you get a lineup, and then you reach out to Peso Pluma again, YG and Mustard, and they
do a whole nother approach.
Do a whole nother approach. What's your take on love music? Are you a fan?
Yeah, I did love music. I have mad love music too. I mean, when you're in that moment, it's the best because you're literally speaking from your heart.
From your heart, yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I mean? I did a love jam damn near all Spanish with Prahin, you know.
Yeah. Are you like what are you telling girls, like this one's for you, but you're telling like multiple, like the one song's for all of them?
I try to make it like the person that knows that she knows, you know.
Yeah.
But I make it so it's universal and everybody can fit into that story. You feel me?
What's like and there's something I always told Jakarta, like you never say specific names because then it feels like it's specifically about one person.
Yeah, you gotta fit everybody in. You know.
Yeah.
Like if I want to hear a song, I'm hearing a song, and then this is dedicated to you. He's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you just don't leave that in there, and then you know.
Fire. Top 5 artists right now that you're bumping.
5? We gotta remember, I listen to some old school gangster shit stuff. I still be listening to like East Siders and all that, you know.
That's cool, yeah.
Nowadays, damn near you gotta listen to Peso Pluma, dog. You know,
Peso Pluma's one.
That you gotta damn near listen.
I see great marketing, trying to get the record clear.
I'm gonna just make this for my manager.
Peso Pluma.
Fool, you literally everywhere you go. I mean, that fool.
YG Mustard.
Snoop. I still bump Snoop Dogg, you know.
I tried to get him right there. I was like, yeah, just say the three.
I went to a fucking Jeezy's concert. Now I'm like, oh fuck, this shit's fucking hard. You know, it will be turned up.
Bro,
music.
Jeezy's ratchet, fool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, turned up music.
Yeah, he's super duper ratchet.
Yeah.
And he's a tall Mexican. People don't understand that fool's pretty tall.
Yeah.
But he also wears big ass boots. It's funny because you see like the stories like behind the scenes. Obviously, I follow some of the OTX boys, and it's like everybody's dressed like in gallery dep, and then SADBOY's just right there, banged the fuck out, just drinking head.
Oh yeah, I never fit in. I never do.
Have you thought about maybe rocking some like flare jeans? You know, like
Nah,
bro. I think that's my next vlog
there
idea.
you go. Someone was just speaking. We need to get this for a stylist. Man, fuck you and that stylist.
Who said that?
One of the boys, or someone was saying like, hey, we need to get this for a stylist.
That's facts.
And I'm like, why? He's like, well, you see that last post? I was wearing like a two-piece little fucking flared out bandana brown thing.
Let me see.
Fashion over for men like you motherfuckers. It's like, fool, you just gotta try something different. Maybe try something different.
No, and you know what's crazy? That I feel like it works because Letty was telling me the story about how YG was kind of like cleaning up, like obviously, you know, like the sagging and all that. And they're like, yeah, they were trying to clean him up and the image works.
Yeah,
oh, there's a different SADBOY right here.
Why did I even say it? Huh?
Fashion Nova out for sure.
Fashion over for men. Get at me.
Whoa.
Something different though, but I was out there filming like on a boat and everything, you know, with the boy Magic.
Yeah, this is fly.
So they're like, hey, fool, try something. Like, fool, I'm not gonna be on a boat wearing fucking 501s and a wife beater, my boy.
Yeah,
you know?
no, that's ugly.
Cortez and shit. It's like, what the fuck? You guys get this from the hood? Just picked them up on the dock or what?
No, dude, this is great, by the way. Yeah, I hate, not that I hate this, but like, yeah, like, okay, like this SADBOY is cool. Obviously, it's amazing, but like, this SADBOY right here,
it's different.
It's fly, fool. Like, you're like Edwin right here. This SADBOY's fly. You know what? That should be a vlog idea. Yeah, just take him shopping, something a little different. We buy you, maybe we buy him some EPTM. Use code DoKnow.
These motherfuckers.
Dude.
They're trying to do a pimp my ride, pimp SADBOY out.
Pimp SADBOY out. No, it's because I get what your team is saying. It's like something different. It's a new look.
It's a new look.
It's a new look. And also people were saying Fashion Nova
after
SADBOY.
that shit, yeah, dog. He's like, hey, we're going to get you a style. I'm like, motherfucker, why? Fool, what's wrong with my shit? Like, fool, you're stuck in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, some fool said Fashion Nova model. So,
I'm like, motherfuckers, dog.
Yeah, oh, I see. Yeah, it works. That's what sells, though, Pam.
Yeah, that's what
It's what sells. It's what sells. And that's fire. I think that's great. And honestly, bro, they be dropping the bag. They're not greedy. Sometimes it's a little wild. They try to hit me with some wild shit, but bro, if you're on a Fashion Nova model vibes, damn, SADBOY on Fashion Nova. And what do they tell you? Like, here's 20 bands to post, 5 posts, but you have to do your lineup.
Don't fucking start, dog. There you go. He said, you have to do the lineup. It's going to be on my sideburn.
Sideburn and shit. No, but honestly, it's a good look for, and if your team's telling you this, it means like a good thing. So I think that's fire. Also, I seen you went to the pyramids. You're like big on like the pyramids and shit like that. Culture. Where was that? Where exactly was that?
In Tulum.
Was that was in Tulum?
Yeah, it was right
there. Oh, you've
been
living it up.
Cancun, all in Cancun right there.
Okay, so is that like a thing, the clapping thing? I've seen it multiple times.
I had seen it in the Geography channel, the Discovery channel.
SADBOY watches the Geography channel?
Every little kid did it, you know?
Oh, yeah. So, I like the Animal Planet ones better. I like
when I seen it, I'm like, what the fuck? And I was always a little kid, like, oh, when I go, I'm going to do it, you know? So this time that I'm on vacation, oh, look, we're going to do this. Oh, look, we can do anything you want.
But I'm trying to visit these pyramids.
But when we're done, he's like, oh, because it's 2 hours away. So I don't give a fuck. He's like, but babe, that's 2 hours. I don't give a fuck. We're going. And we went. Fuck that. I'm over there road tripping. Fuck that. We're turned up over there, you know?
And what's the thing with the clapping is?
It just, like, that's communication.
You know? Okay.
Communication.
It was like kind of like code speaking.
It's a bird sound.
Okay. Oh no, one of my like
it feeds back.
My mom's mom is from Veracruz, so you know it's like very like I think they have like pyramids there and stuff like that. And she said that they could do the like she would talk.
That's crazy.
And even when my mom's from El DF, I think they have a lot of pyramids there as well.
There's a bunch in Mexico.
Did a part of you want to run up in there? So the knucklehead in you was like, but you know, it's like.
But it's respect.
It's like
big on
unwritten
respect.
law.
Yeah, like culture-wise, you don't do that. You know, damn near like someone asks, hey, what have you seen? Pack them out. But like, it's like fuck, like. You want to, you know, like what the fuck is in there? You know.
Have you seen the videos of the girl, the lady that went up there?
Whoop her ass, but they whoop her ass on the way down.
Yeah.
Hell
And
no.
like nobody does nothing to her while she's up there. Like, and the minute she steps down from the last step, they threw a water bottle at her.
Attacked her. Well, I mean, no one's gonna do nothing going up there because motherfucker, that's high. First off, and then it's like damn near pulls. Wait till see a la pendeja la more she falls off or something for being stupid, you know?
Yeah.
Because that shit's high, my boy, and shit, you know what I mean? Once you're up there, you're looking down like, oh, damn.
Yeah, because it looks bigger than what it looks on camera.
Fuck yeah, that shit's huge, dog.
That shit was sick. I seen the video of you doing this shit, and I was like,
If I was like a little kid, like your field trip, 6th grade, you're going to those fucking, I was that little kid, fool, taking pictures. I was running
were
that whole
doing it
tour guide thing, dog.
that's fire. Would you ever live in Mexico?
Hell yeah.
Are you planning like in
Mando.
retiring?
No, I'm not retiring, but I'm got to get property out there and just vacate, you know, para los niños y todo, the jefa.
Yeah.
So you just, hey, we're going to Mex, let's go.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, damn, bro, I've never visited. As in, I went when I was like 2, maybe. I don't remember that shit, but like, I've never gone to Mexico City, and I'm finally gonna go this summer, and I'm excited, fool. Like, and for what part of Mexico is your family from?
Guanajuato.
Guanajuato? Okay, yeah, my mom, they're from like the city, so essentially it's kind of like me being from LA. And my mom's like, but it's totally different. Mom's like, I haven't been there in 20 plus years.
I have never been to Guanajuato.
You've never been to Guanajuato?
Nah. So that's where my pops is from.
Okay.
And they just booked me to a show out there, so hey, jefe, le llega, ahí vamos a estar. Ahí te caigo, hijo. You know?
Guanajuato's beautiful.
Yeah,
From what I've heard,
Yeah.
Guanajuato, people say Oaxaca, Guanajuato, kind of like where it's like very cultural. Like even like from El DF, like my mom goes like, it's a beautiful place. Michoacan,
Sinaloa.
Sinaloa.
That's the beauty right there.
My sister, and when my sister got deported, she said that in Sinaloa. I'm pretty sure you could do it probably in the beaches of Rosarito, but you know it's more of a tourist spot, so they're they're a little more strict. But my sister said that in Sinaloa, like in Culiacan, you get a truck, you fill up the back with beer, and you pull up right to the beach.
Yeah.
The water hits your wheel, and you just get drunk, and the cops come, los mandos mucho a la verga, and you give them a little $20, get the fuck out, and you get drunk. And you get a grupo, and they play for you all fucking
That'd
day.
be heaven for you.
No, it's heaven for me. That's
the way he's explaining this,
no,
motherfucker.
the way my sister explained it, I'm like, that's fucking sounds like beauty. Like imagine right here, fool.
You're 5 minutes in, 10.
It's over with. Call it a night. But even like imagine right here, you're able to fill up a truck and just take it to the back and then just do it up. Oh, that'd be a beauty, pops. The spots, but never so. And people always say like when you go to out the country, like you find real peace.
Because I mean, Mexico les vale verga unless you mind your business, you know? Basically.
Yeah, as long as you mind your business.
Your business, ain't nobody fucking with you, so just do you. Have fun, you know? That's the peacefulest time over there. Tacos, cerveza, hasta lo que vaya la verga. Like,
and it's cheap.
Yeah. And you're having the best time of your life.
Yeah, for right there, you get a grupo. What I pay right here for 2 hours,
you're getting it for like
I'll probably get 10 hours.
Yeah.
And they play better, probably.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, and it's like, fuck, where would you want to buy a house in Mexico? Guanajuato or like?
Sinaloa.
Yeah, me too.
Sinaloa.
But I heard it's still tricky. Like, obviously, it's Sinaloa. My homie's family's from out there. They go like, you got to go with somebody that's from out there.
Well, I got all my family's from, all
Yeah.
my half outside is from out there. Like, I got to go visit, because when I was in jail, they'd call me like, oh, when I'd call out, like, and my brother was out there, so like, oh, vente para acá, mijo, vente para acá, like, and it was during the fair, like, there's big-ass ferias over there, so I'm like, what? He's like, well, you gotta go, it's bad, fool. Like,
Are the
like,
buchonas?
nah, fuck cholas.
No,
It's just-
buchonas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck cholas.
Fuck
No.
cholas. What the fuck you talking about?
No, the buchonas.
Yeah.
But you got to be careful with the biddies over
Yeah,
there.
because the baby daddy or the man,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the motherfucker that's paying for that buchona.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Who you with? The guy down there, man.
Nope.
Cool. When my homies say that when they visited out there, it's damn near hard who you're talking to. You don't know whose daughter it is, whose grandma, who's like it's just
Well, it's just out of respect. You know?
Yeah, that's out of
Even here, it's like That's someone's grandma or that's someone's aunt. That's someone's, you know, so you don't know who the fuck is.
Exactly. Before we continue this conversation, shout out Big Chief. You feel me? Make sure you guys go get your bag. This is the bag for SADBOY? SADBOY. Here you go, brother.
Better have indica in there.
It has good indica, good pen.
That's right.
Shout out Big Chief. Make sure you guys go show them love. Go tap in with them. They're good people. They're my people. Shout out Big Chief. Shout out MJ. And yeah, man, they doing it up. Go get your weed. Go get your issues all over. They have some, and if you can, go buy it, order it online. It's going to get to your address somehow. Don't ask me. I don't know. But shout out Big Chief. Some of the best pens of all time. That's no cap. But, yeah, man, I can't wait. You know what? Are you performing in the city of Mexico? You said you were. Maybe.
It's right now on lock is Guanajuato. He's like, I got 2 other spots in it. A lo mejor te vamos a hacer toda una gira. I'm like, tírate la gira. Because I don't like going to far away for just one spot.
Because it just makes sense while you're there already.
Yeah, so a meet and greet, a walk through, I don't give a fuck. Run them up, you know?
Yeah, because if you go to Mexico City, it'll make sense for me to go out there too.
And turn the fuck
and
up.
then we'll just, and my family's there. So even if.
continue from Rosario?
Yeah, facts. and I heard Mexico City's like, it's booming.
Come on.
And people always tell me like, fool, it's beautiful. Because Mexico City is probably the 3rd biggest state in the world that's as like in countries.
Oh,
because it's humongous. My mom said it. My mom's like, bro, Mexico City's 10 times Los Angeles.
Oh,
and I'm like, for real? She's like, dude, it's huge.
So imagínate el tráfico, güey.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But my mom said it's like, bro, it's a vibe.
Yeah, that's tight.
I
told the vato, I'm like, hey, but book me, fly me in 2 days ahead or something, because I'm going to be a tour guide out there. I walk around. I want to see shit, you know?
And has that always been you, even when you were in the streets where, like, can you remember the first time you came to LA? Like with your homies, like as
with my
teenager?
homies, dog, you know? I was one of those that never left the hood, fool. Like, I would just stay there and guard it down there.
Yeah, this is mine.
Then my older homie like, fool, let's go. To bring him into San Pedro, and then it's little by little, you know? And I always said it like, fuck it, I'm going to just use my music to travel, and that's why I be a tour guide when I'm, you know what I mean? You'll catch me walking around.
And you do like the whole 9 yards, like you're going like on a tequila tour type shit and things like that.
All that shit. The jet skis, the little tour guides thing. I'll do all that.
That's good though, fool. Because I feel like a lot of people just be too cool for shit.
Fuck no. Hell yeah, we human, dog.
Yeah,
you know?
and you're down to like if you go to Hawaii, would you do the hula hoop?
I mean, if it's right there turned up.
Yeah, I'm
not
hula.
I don't wanna, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna go down that low, homie, for my back cracks or something. But we gonna do it.
We gonna do it up. Have you been to Hawaii?
Nah.
I haven't gone either.
My canal went, Sonny said it's bad, so I'm like, oh,
my homie just went, bro. Talk the pictures, the shit he was posting. He's like, bro, you're at peace, dog.
Yeah, it's an island.
That feels like I wasn't on my phone.
Yeah. Well, probably no service.
Yeah, no, he was
lying.
Nah, but he was posting like stories, and he's like, bro, like you can't beat it.
Yeah, I could see it.
And you've traveled. What's the best place you've ever traveled to so far? Tulum?
Cancun, yeah, and the Bahamas. The Bahamas was lit too.
You been to the Bahamas?
Yeah, that shit's tight.
When'd you go to the fucking Bahamas?
Like a month before.
How was
Cancun. That? Nice. It's just like the aire está humid, like hot, but bah.
And the waters are clear, huh?
You can see your feet, your toes wiggling, all that. Hell yeah. Ooh.
Damn, I want to go to the Bahamas.
That shit's lit.
That's where that's like one of my goals. Yeah. Do you know who Bass is from Dreamville?
Nah.
He has a song, the one that goes like, yeah, my nigga just made bail. My nigga just made. He's from Dreamville. He's from part of J. Cole's camp. He has that song, and in that song, I'm pretty sure it's based on a true story, but he gets all his homies and they go to the Bahamas and they're driving through the forest and swimming, and I'm like, bro, this looks like the fucking life.
Yeah, that shit's fucking heaven, dog.
It makes you like say fuck the city.
Fuck the city. Like it's lit, fool. It's paradise, fool. Paradise. Like, you know, and all the outskirts is just beautiful, dog. Like see-through water, fool. You can go out into the water and it's still fucking see-through, fool.
Damn, that's sick, dog.
Yeah.
That's sick, man. And I'm glad you're able to live. You're doing you, fool. Like I think living life it's important. It's important for people, but also for the soul.
For you,
because when you come back, do you start seeing like, are you more at peace with just life in general?
It's like a weight off your back, kind of, you know, like something meditation.
That made me go like that. Yeah,
meditation, you know, like, fuck, I needed that. Like, all right, cool. Now it's back to reality, you know?
Yeah.
Because now it's like, damn near, fuck, can't wait till it go again. Before I came back, I was like, damn near, like, that outfit, that fucking Fashion Nova, I was telling, fuck this is my Cancun outfit. I'm going back. No, you're not. I'm going back.
That's sick. And what? Obviously, you just dropped the tape. You make sure you guys go get it. It's doing numbers. You feel me? Shout out.
A ustedes.
How's the Japan? The Japan love is cool.
That shit's outstanding, dog.
Yeah.
They're wild.
They're wild, huh?
They're wild.
Yeah. So you're doing it, and you're doing what you do, fool. You're having a good time. You're making numbers. You're a Mexican. You're just, you know, you're fun to watch, fool. And I think seeing you live your life is you know, it's like hell yeah, that's sick, that's cool. Like, yeah, this was over there in the fucking pyramids doing this shit, and it's talking back to him, and you're doing it up. Make sure you guys go get the tape, but. Like I said, I feel like you have these great songs, and I feel like you should release them. Try to reach out. I know you're like not prideful, but it's just me being a homie. Like, I would love to hear them.
Yeah, no, Mando, if si se hace, se hace.
Yeah, obviously when the time is right.
Yeah, amen.
When the time's right. I'm just saying, right. as somebody that I might not listen to every song, but as a person, you're genuine. You're very respectful. You show love. We talking the DMs back and forth. Yeah. There's a time when we roasted each other on our stories and shit, and it was just beautiful to see. And I'm like, hell yeah, like this was killing it. So keep doing your thing. Make sure you guys go get the tape. It's down in the description. Make sure you follow SADBOY on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you have, everything. Yeah. Do you have a TikTok?
I have. It's not as active, but ahí está.
All right, go to the TikTok, go do it up. And yeah, man, I feel like, you know what you need to do? Maybe you need to record music in like these places, like at a tropical vibes, like take a mic.
Shit, if I would have had a known time, I would have. That shit's
yeah, fine. No, because I feel like artists, like some of the homies always go like, bro, the best time is when we go out the city and shout out is his name Joe K? From Selection? Yeah. The homie down from Selection, they do like super like groovy music. He always uploads these videos, and I think this is one of the most craziest things ever. He uploads these videos where he's sitting in Joshua Tree in like an Airbnb, or maybe it might be his house now.
For how often he does.
Yeah. But fool, he's like
lifetime promotion and shit.
Yeah. And he's like in this like there's like these fucking like you can see the stars or whatever the fuck. And I've seen videos of and he's just vibing out, like DJing, and dude, it's one of and like when looking at it makes you wanna like, what the fuck?
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, and it's just like, and it's something we try to like preach to Jakarta. You know, he obviously makes different type of music. He's like love and singing. I'm like, bro, you gotta like experience life a little bit, so you know you're able to talk. Like I could only imagine, like obviously you just dropped this tape, but like now when you go back to recording again, I don't know how often you're recording, but you're gonna be able to sit there and talk about the pyramids. You're seeing your toes through the water in the Bahamas. Yeah. And it's like, hell yeah, like, it's gonna make you wanna go. So I'm like, imagine SADBOY just goes to like Joshua Tree.
I know Mariah Carey's biggest album, she got a custom booth built on the beach because she wanted her feet in the sand.
And she vibed out. Obviously, that budget is crazy. Because I would love to record my podcast on the beach too.
Shit, for all you know, it's gonna be on the Spanish album because it's gonna be all in Mex. You know?
Exactly, and, and you're gonna be able to just, you know, it's different vibes. It's a different. I don't know. I just think certain things are different, and I just think it makes life beautiful. And I think that's what I always tell folks, like, bro, experience life. Yeah, obviously, be smart with your money and your decisions. Obviously, don't force anything.
Well, at the end of the day, you're not gonna take it with you when it's time to go. So if you're gonna do it, use it, you know, wisely and worth it. Like at the end, when it's all said and done, well, shit, I did this, and you know, no te va a doler when you're flat broke and you didn't do shit with that money.
Exactly. So you guys go live it up. Go to the Bahamas, see your toes like SADBOY did. I couldn't imagine you like this.
I was turned up. You couldn't even dive off the dock. I was jumping up for that. No. Wait till he turned around and do it again. I was turned, fool.
And if it was doing it up, you feel me? He's gonna get a lineup. So Fashion Nova, reach out, please. You feel me? Fayola, would you like to see SADBOY with a lineup?
He looked at my forehead and said, "Oh."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, come do it up, SADBOY. I appreciate you for coming by. Nah, it was a good conversation. And this and honestly, I've been like I've been trying to like change up the podcasting where it's not like, how was the album? Are you okay? Like it was like
It's combos.
It's combos and
It's
and
combos.
people love the
Fuck
combos.
yeah.
So I think it's amazing. Make sure you guys go follow SADBOY on
For the
everything. Like I
hood
said,
EP, go get it.
description. The new EP's out right now. Like I said, in my description. Go get it. Go follow him. Go to the Bahamas and show your toes.
Wiggle them. When
And
you're out
wiggle
there.
them, man. RIP your sister and for RIP Slim as well.
And anybody that had cancer, fuck cancer.
Facts.
I feel you.
And this has been another episode of Chisme with DoKnow.
Yes, sir.
Bow.